Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Mike Daly, President of Aquinas Institute. We're so happy to have you here today for this dedication and celebration of a great man and a great institution and great programs that we've had here at Aquinas. You know, before we get going, I just want to say thanks to a number of people that made this happen. Bob Berkery, Anthony Cook, Leroy Dixon, Tom Gelati, Ray Manuzak, Mike O'Connor. You guys helped us a lot with getting all of the results in the first and second and third place finishes and all the records that we've had over the years come together in a cohesive way. I also want to thank our development team who put so much time and effort in planning and organizing this, sending out invitations, making it all look beautiful, taking all the registrations. So, you know, I have a great team, and they do all the hard work, and I can't take credit for all that hard work. They do it and make it happen. Well, people run and join track and field programs for different reasons. Most do it because of the health benefits they gain from working the heart, lungs, and muscles all at the same time. Others choose to run because it provides them a clear set of goals which they can meet and then exceed. Some run to race, others to socialize or be out in the open air. What all runners and athletic competitors share, however, is a singular sense of accomplishment. It is a far different experience from, say, running on a treadmill or on working out in a spin class. Running gets you from here to there and epitomizes what the sport is all about, a journey. Perhaps the biggest challenge of running is not our bodies, but our mental state. This is when a little motivation can provide the inspirational kick we need to lace up our running shoes and get out there. Billy Mills, a gold medal Olympian for the U.S., said, "The ultimate is not to win, but to reach within the depths of our capabilities and to compete against yourself to the greatest extent possible. When you do that, you have dignity, you have pride. You can walk about with character and pride no matter in what place you happen to finish." Wilma Rudolph, a three-time Olympic gold champ, stated, "Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. We are all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within each of us." But I ask you, where does the motivation and inspiration come from? Who sees the greatness in us before we even do? At Aquinas Institute for 49 years, we had the congregation of St. Basil leading our school and serving our student community. Their traditions, charisms, and board presence are still with us today. In the 1970s, we were especially fortunate to have Father J. Michael Wesley, CSB, an alumnus from the class of 1957, teaching, coaching, and inspiring our students and athletes. Father Michael J. Wesley was truly motivational, touching the lives of many and being credited with setting successful life journey for many student athletes. One such student here with us today who will help make this dedication of the track in his name is Ed Fiorentino, class of 1976. Please join me in welcoming Ed to the podium.
Thanks a lot, Mike, and thank you all for coming. Also like to thank Jay Polston from Development. Jay put a lot of work into this. Jay put a lot of work into this, and I thank him for his efforts. It's a real honor for me today to say a few words about Father Wesley. I, as many of the folks that are here today, had the great fortune of having Father Wesley as a teacher, as a mentor, as a coach, and as a friend during my years at Aquinas. He was actually one of the most influential people in my life. You know, there's so many things I could say about such a great man as Father Wesley. It's easy to see if you look at his bio the great effect that he had on track and field, not only at Aquinas, but all of New York State. You know, if you look at the Aquinas relays, they attracted the best athletes, the best track teams, all over the state of New York. He was also recognized as one of the top track and field officials in the country. He loved everything about track and field, and his passion and commitment really helped build Aquinas into an elite track and field program. During much of the 1970s, we never lost a dual meet in track, and that was based on his leadership and his building of the program. If you look at what we did in terms of sectional championships, Father Wesley was really instrumental in guiding Aquinas to its first ever championship in Section 5 in any sport in 1976. And in that VIP room, you could see the 1976 trophy for the track championship. You know, I can go on and on about his track accomplishments, but Father Wesley's greatest contributions really went well beyond track and field. He loved Aquinas and he loved to teach. For so many of us, he really personified what was great about Aquinas. It was about being a part of something much bigger than yourself. It was about him taking an interest in every student and being a mentor, and that was regardless of your athletic or your academic ability. He looked out for each one of us and really helped us find our own individual way. I will never forget how he took me under his wing since my father passed away 1 month before I entered Aquinas. He was not only a mentor for me, but almost like a second father to me. You know, Aquinas' mission is to impart goodness, discipline, and knowledge in a diverse world. I really feel that Father Wesley epitomized that in the way he cared about students and the way he led here at Aquinas. Father Wesley was a fixture at every sporting event, every event that the school put on. He loved to play the role of the Fonz, which was Fonzie in the hit TV show Happy Days, right? At school pep rallies and assemblies. He loved doing that. Those of us who ran for him can still hear the echoes of some of his famous motivational expressions, such as "Let's bring home some hardware," which meant winning a medal or a ribbon in an event or a race. Or at the end of a grueling workout that required one last push, he would say, "Toe the line," which meant, put your foot on the starting line and run another quarter, Or he always used to like to say, "Come on, baby, you can do it." So these things, they stay with you for a lifetime, and the life lessons he taught us really are a testament to what he was and who he was. Father Wesley was meticulous about documenting and chronicling track and cross-country meets and even practices. He took copious notes, including individual and team race times, distances, and scores. Many of us here today remember those winter track days, very cold, very snowy, where we would run up to Jefferson High School, shovel off the inside lane of the track, and do repeat quarters as Father Wesley took down all the times and wrote them in his notebook. He had a notebook for everything. A bunch of his notebooks are in the VIP room, and he took the notebooks everywhere. So he was especially proud of the school records. Many of these were set by athletes that he coached. You can see the record books there that document all the school records. It's great to see a lot of the school record holders here today with us. That's why I think the track record board, along with the dedication, is such a perfect tribute to Father Wesley, because the notes and the records and the record keeping were just such a big part of who he was and what he was about the sport. Several people helped with the record board. Mike mentioned them. Tom Gelati, Ray Manuzak, Anthony Cook, and Leroy Dixon, former and current track coaches, as well as my good friends Bob Berkeley and Mike O'Connor as well. So let me just close by saying thanks to all of you for coming and paying tribute to a great man and a great legacy. And I think this is just a great day at Aquinas. Thanks a lot.
Well, Ed, thank you so much. You've made this possible, Ed, and we thank you for your generous contribution in support of Aquinas. I was looking at the record boards in there, and I noticed next to Bob Berkery's name the letters DNF a number of times. Does anybody know what that means? I'm not a track guy. I just was wondering. So I'm happy to also welcome the chair of the Board of Trustees of Aquinas Institute, Tom Curley. Thank you for being here. Also, our Bazillion presence here, Father Paul English, Father Ron Schwenzer. Father Ron will do a blessing down on the track, and he actually is a classmate of Father Wesley, class of 1957, a prominent class that my father also is a member of. And so if you would like to join Father down on the track, you can walk with us down there. If you don't, you can go up behind and look down over the railing. It'll just be a short blessing on the track. And that would, afterwards, we'll meet back at the tent and we'll socialize and enjoy each other's company. We also want to welcome the Father Wesley's family that is here with us today. We thank you so much for joining in this celebration. Thanks, everybody, and have a good evening.
Thank you.